President William Ruto has called on Kenyans to uphold the rule of law while exercising their democratic rights of picketing and protesting, emphasizing the need to distinguish between lawful protests and criminality. Speaking during his State of the Nation address, the president reaffirmed Kenya's commitment to democracy while cautioning against the misuse of protests to advance criminal agendas.
The fine line between lawfulness and lawlessness was one of the agenda on President William Ruto's State of the Nation address on Thursday afternoon at Parliament buildings.
We have a democracy which we are proud of, must defend, and should deepen by all means. And at the same time, we have citizens whose lives, rights we must protect, and a nation whose security, stability, and prosperity we must safeguard. The task at hand is complicated if citizens and state agencies dilute the distinction between the lawful and the criminal.
Highlighting the importance of democracy as a cornerstone of nationhood, President Ruto stated that peaceful and armed protests are a constitutional right meant to promote accountability and defend the rule of law.
Assemblies, demonstrations, and picketing to advance constitutionalism, increase accountability, and defend the rule of law are constitutional imperatives.
He, however, expressed concerns over rising incidences of violence and lawlessness during demonstrations.
Criminals and subversive elements who infiltrate and hijack peaceful protests are a threat both to legitimate protesters and to the public.
While acknowledging that some reported cases of disappearances were resolved or found to be false, he emphasized that any extrajudicial actions by law enforcement agencies are unacceptable and a threat to democracy.
I must, however, make it very clear that there is no attempt to justify or excuse illegal arrests. I condemn any excessive or extrajudicial action which puts the life and liberty of any person at risk, including disappearances and threats to life.
The president called on both citizens and state agencies to uphold the rule of law, making clear distinctions between lawful protest and criminal acts. He emphasized that democracy, public safety, and national stability can only be achieved if all parties act responsibly. Jacqueline Masharia for Prime Edition.